Hi, my name is Steph. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support. Earlier in the month, I created an Inkblot in the aura of all, and we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities, see what stands out and speaks to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, we'll add on tarot and oracle, and where the little ghost gift here is, we're going to have GhostTube kick in for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. Respectively, please do receive or release freely. I'm going to take a moment to open up here. You're welcome to join me, or you can fast forward through just a few moments. Freedom to do you. Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of the aura of all. I want to thank you so much for being here, for being my muse, and for allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Wonderful. Portrait. I love it. Okay, let's dig in here. You know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below or keep to yourself. Of course, full disclosure, I did get started with a few things, and then I've just been having some technical tickles lately, so bear with me, but I didn't get too far in. So, all right, there we go. Okay, so I was focusing up here is where I got started. And, okay.
What do you want?
It's a good question because, so what I was sensing is I am like a Dilbert duck here. And when I saw this Dilbert duck, there's also a character behind it that's on like a boat. Something about a tugboat now is coming through. I'm being tugged along. Okay, it's not the point. I'm going to keep going here. And I can see that I've been climbing towards something. But where I want to focus is in this like ethereal willow of the wisp. It's very wispy energy. And that's not to say that it's not... No, it's just not grounded yet. Because at this pinnacle that I could say is a cliff, but I'm seeing it as a pinnacle that my energy, my metaphysical has been interacting with. Yes. Okay. So my metaphysical, that's why it's like willow of the wispy. It's all very, very light. And I can see like this, it's not quite iridescence. But it's got like these little sparkles in it. It's very interesting. It's like something's trying to come through. So maybe you've been working on something, personal, professional, corporate, creative, romantic, platonic. But I feel like this is something that's not hidden, but it kind of is. But it's not hidden with an agenda, like a secret. It's something that I'm deciding if I'm going to mold into the material meat suit. Yeah, this metaphysical idea. And now that I'm at this pinnacle, I don't know if I think I have to take the leap.
Friend.
Are you a friend? Welcome. But actually the way I'm seeing it, there's a built-in download ladder. And I'm going to use the term download because it's working down into density. But I don't think it's, no, for some I think it might, okay, because I'm seeing like a tree climber. And they can climb up
Libra.
And down. Yeah, it is very balanced, if I may. So nonetheless, it's like right in here. So I come to this metaphysical energy that is on the earth plane. It's here. It's just existing in a different form. And I'm deciding, or you're deciding, if this is your scry story. And if it's not, thank you for holding space for others to receive it. I'm going to step down very carefully as I decide where I'm going to ingest and integrate it in. And then once I come down, it's like I get my footing. I'm going to start walking towards this coalescent digestion where my solar plexus and my heart space, the sun, my vitality, which brings me into this vitality feeling, this vitamin D for density. And this is what it feels like. It feels like when I decide in any portion, because I feel like it's not so much a carefulness, but a controlled portion. Does that make sense? A controlled portion that I'm going to draw down into density, metaphysically to physically, materially, physically. And it's going to coalesce with this. It's going to bring vitality to my physical meat suit. And then if I keep following that, then this much more grounded figure is going to ingest it through the mouth when this process is done. So it's like there's a double digestion. And this feels more dense. This feels like, okay, now I'm committing to this earthly experience of whatever this idea is or inception is. The shadow and the shine are working together. They are, I'm seeing it like a lava lamp. And the way they're communicating with each other. There's also a lamb in here that's being held by the shadow or the void or the womb water that is bringing in these nutrients that will help it grow. The lamb might mean something to you specifically because every time I try and go into this lamb, it feels like security, not sacrifice. So I want that distinction, at least from my perspective, to be felt. Maybe typically one might think sacrificial lamb, but I'm really feeling security of purity. Securing some sort of purity, I'm not really sure. It's not the point. So it's like I ingest this into the physical because of whatever this metaphysical mindscape of oneself has been working with and debating on what will it bring vitality, what are the nutrients in, and there are steps to take in regards to that. There's research to be done to come to a conclusion worth experimenting with these essences or ideas to add to your earthly experience. And I don't know if I don't think I did mention yet because it came through earlier before the technical tickles, it was seeing it like Mario Brothers with the Yoshi following him around.
Smoke.
Like you have this ability to call in, oh no, what's that? Like along the way, like think of like Mario Brothers, along the way there you can gain friends, these characters, these energies to help you, but they're not expected to be there all the time because once they've provided, it's like another one comes in that's their area of expertise, let's say. And there's like this message coming through. It's like we can, and I don't know who the we is, so maybe this is something you're hearing is the we can help you, but we can't do it for you. But whatever is unprocessed, have no fear. If you think you have to digest everything in whatever this palette and this plate that's being portion controlled, because it's like whatever's not processed, the spirit, I'm going to say, the spirit of your guides or just your higher self, or this, it feels very metaphysical specifically. They can do something with that on your behalf. But the physical action,
It's bright.
the decision to digest things in a controlled way is for the best versus it being like this just downpour of something. I hope that makes sense. Sorry. All right. Okay. Give me a moment. Because I want to like wander down and follow these roots of density. And even in here, I am seeing there's there's a little bat in here. And it has something to do with an ear. Maybe it's like, I don't want to say necessarily subconscious. This feels more pre-conscious arena. There's also a fossil of a frog. And this fossil...
Again.
Or is it an extra... Oh, do you know what it is? It's not a fossil. It's a frog that's under the water. And I am looking at the water and it's like you can just start to see that there's something there, whatever a frog might mean to you. I'm also seeing a dog. Is it a sheep dog? It feels very loyal. And there's a herding, but it's in a resting state. It's in a resting state of the herd. It's like I'm observing the herd. This sheepdog, sorry, I have an itch. The sheepdog is observing. It's not called into action yet. Okay, maybe it's like you'll hear that call to action with the ear when it's time, or you'll have an inherent knowing it's time for me to put this into action, because that's what I can do being in density. That's my role in this chain of, I wanted to say chain of command, but I didn't want to
Not
say that
likely.
because I didn't want it to have the connotation one might assume. This is like a consciousness connection. Okay, consciousness connection, chain of command, if I may. And if we can kind of alleviate the earthly angst, or at least for me, then maybe like chain of command. But there's a respect and authority here. It's very fluid because everyone's working for the highest vibration of each element, including you, whatever your idea is. And you like have like this tingle maybe, and it's like you have this ability or this option to become a vessel to put something into action. But the time required of the journey, the jaunt of the journey to this pinnacle, it doesn't need to be rushed, because when the download kind of happens in these portion controls, it's held and it's received. Okay, so if there's an eagerness to rush through
Caution.
something, almost makes it unstable. Does that make sense? Okay, so I hopefully that did as well. Okay, so this frog, I can see it under the water, and it's like I can remember something about that. And you know how like the fairy tales are, what is that one fairy tale? I can't even recall. You know, like kiss the frog and it turns into a prince. It's not that, but it feels something like that to whatever a frog might mean to you. It's like maybe you thought you lost the frog or whatever, or the frog disappeared on you. I don't know what this frog symbolizes. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. Sorry. There's work being done
Have you been before?
on part of a magnet. Also, sidebar, there's a hockey stick. Okay, but this hockey stick, it's like you can use it as a hockey stick, but then you can also lift it up and use it like a wooden sword. There might be some sensation that I've been conflictual. When I say it's because I'm in it, just as a guest. So thank you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll start adding on some tarot. It's very Five of Wands feeling, but I want to note I was practicing something. It wasn't meant to hurt. It was meant to train. It's meant to train, to get frustrated. You're being trained by the highest that you can conceive of. Oh, look at that. It's even the King of Wands. And maybe you're going to step into that kind of role. And even with all that gold, Leo, the strength of the shadow and the shine, this vitality. And even like a lion, like that, I think it's a sheep.
Guilty.
Maybe it's a lab. Is it a lab dog? Whatever dog is great. Collie? Okay, I'm getting all discombobulated. It's like you just pay attention, right? You're paying attention to what the jungle is doing, what the landscape is doing, what the energies are, until you sniff something out that's worth pouncing on. This isn't predator and prey. Again, there's this weird, it's not weird, it's an awareness necessarily that the chain of command, predator and prey, the dualities are slightly different because I'm still in the metaphysical realm of it. So I'm just observing, like that sheepdog that's observing things When I'm ready to pounce and put something into play, I'm going to do it like a king. And there's even that sunflower in here that's standing and stepping out.
It smells.
And that's hilarious. And then when I come back into here, into where there was like this kind of playful combat of training, it's like you're able to do something with your eyes closed. This is how skilled, there we go. This is how skilled you're going to be. And the Two of Swords may mean something to you, and the Four of Swords. So please follow what they mean to you first versus my yammerings. But this is how I'm sensing it. There's even a sloth in here in the Four of Swords. Something might feel slow, but it comes back into that. Why are you rushing? Full digestion takes time. It's like chewing your food all the way versus almost like this gluttonous excitement. And I'm hearing like this compassion. We understand it's
24.
exciting. We understand, but there is a cycle. Maybe it's 24 hours. Don't go swimming after you eat, lore or myth, or just something parents told us, whatever. So you don't get cramps. But nonetheless, something has felt slow, but it's like whittling a wood sword into metal forging your sword, metal sword of the mind, right? Very metaphysical again, and then earthly. You're going to be able to do something with your eyes closed. And coming back to the ears with this Two of Swords, because, sorry if this is, there we go. It's the ears that are standing out. It's the ears. And it's incredible that you're listening to this. Listening. Sorry, I was getting a text. That's rude. Normally I put on Do Not Disturb. And even as I am, like with the Two of Swords and the Four of Wands here, it's like that's how I patiently become a king. You can't rush this. But the excitement is understood. The eagerness is appreciated. Okay, let's keep going here.
Chair.
Look at this over here. Oh, see, I'm being observed. There's something that might make your hair stand up, like on the back of your neck. Use that as a, excuse me, as a communication, not immediately going into a fear state. But it does let you know something. What is this? Like, oh, it's the magnetics. Okay, thank you. It's the magnetics. See, even with judgment coming through, using your best judgment when something makes your hair stand up. I come back to the lion and the sheepdog, and I'm observing through all my different senses as I'm like downloading things in this realm that I'm in. Somebody's really working, like maybe it's like an idea you have, or it's something you've been like toying with. This is how I'm hearing it in my head. I'm toying with something. I'm toying. Maybe it's communicating with spirit or a spirit specifically. Maybe it's something you want to do in your job, relationship. And this I want to plop down in here. It's like between these two beings, there's so much love. And it's like being received. It's being received. Quite playfully. Whatever it is that you decide to bring into the earthly realm, when you decide to put it into action. Yes, action is the key word there. I will bring these up so you can see them. And if you haven't already, please do consider like, sharing, and subscribing. Sorry if I yammered on there. I do appreciate you, and you warm my haunted heart. I love it. Okay. There's some sort of programming that may instill that when my hair stands up, when I feel a different frequency, because I'm seeing it like magnets.
39.
That I assume that's like, oh, somebody just walked over my grave. Like that's the saying I just like shivers up your spine. You're like, oh, somebody just walked over my grave. Using your best judgments to discern. And I hear that if you're unsure in utilizing your metaphysical and your physical senses, ask up, because there's something being, it's when I say the hidden, like the willows of the wisp, it's not hidden.
Thank you.
Like underground. You're welcome. It's inner, like your inner earth, your earthly experience. It's within. I'm going even deeper than that. Where's that? I'm seeing like drill holes. I'm going even deeper, like there's tunnels. Maybe it's in the veins.
You won't understand.
No, I don't understand. But there's something super celebratory happening. See, even like with all these different, oh, sorry, I'm not even on the thing, different creatures here. A lot of feline activity. It's like coming with you, that you can stand on top of each, like they're willing to help you. No matter if you're going up or down, you have people that are, and when I say people, I'm really just meaning the spirit of people in the animated realm and in the afterlife realm and beyond. Again, it's drawing me up to the ear. You know how in psychometry, typically people would, give you something and then you would listen to what you see, sense, or feel. It's like scrying objects. This feels...
Let me show you.
It's like putting the shell up to your ear and hearing the ocean. Okay, I'm going to let that be. Let's add on some. Oh, and I've got your oracle cards here that came out in the pre-shuffle.
Speak.
I feel like I'm all over the place, but I'm not going to lie. It feels like a fun energy. It feels fun. I feel like I'm in a playground all of a sudden. Okay. So on the opposite side, I'm seeing, it's almost like here, they're all facing this direction. When I'm here, this, I'm going to call it like an angel, to be honest with you, but I'm seeing it like a duck wing, ooh, and they're facing this creature, and something's being poured into my hands. It's like I'm receiving. I don't know if I'm filling a cup or just, it's like my organic cup. This feels like a feminine energy that comes from a different realm. She has other children. You know them. But perhaps you're not in, sorry, that was, okay. You're ridiculous. Divine timing and love. I will listen. There's other children. There's other people. And you know them. But right now they are currently not incarnate here. But you have access to their energy. They help fill you. It's like this ultimate mother of some sort. Or another mother. And it's again, that timing is coming through. I don't want to rush. And it's like maybe I've been feeling rushed. Or something should move faster. But then I miss things. I miss things when time moves faster. I'm missing what's right in front of me.
Keep going.
This also might be, if I didn't say so already, because this mother energy and this family energy in this metaphysical realm has so much love, and they are very much so working with, it's like putting this hourglass coloring into, it's like the outside of it, and then this void, this nutrients. It's like seeing that lava lamp. Did I say that out loud, or was it just something I said in my head? That lava lamp.
Who is he?
Expect the unexpected. Yeah, see some. Okay. Talking about the hair on the back of your neck. When you need help, ask. instead of being frustrated that something's not happening in a certain time, love, and it's going to sound cheesy, but it's like our love can exist in multiple realms at the same time. I miss you. Somebody has a husband in spirit that they hold dear, and they have a medal, or
Why
they
is she
have
here?
a belt buckle. They have something specifically that they hold dear to them, and that represent. It's again, it's kind of like that psychometry feel. Like this is what it's like. I've taken a belt buckle and made it a brooch or something, or I've put it on a necklace. Something. I don't. It could be a side story. There's an alligator laughing in here. They are a happy alligator. Is it an alligator or is it a croc? It's a croc. It's a croc. They have no teeth. They are harmless. Some sort of ancient. Okay, so this might be somebody that also like had is it dentures or like no teeth coming through. They're very, very happy to work with you, and they do work with you.
Cupboard.
Okay, I'm back in the digestion. I'm digesting something in that spiral of creation from that metaphysical space that I'm drawing down. I go somewhere and fill my. It's like the spirit of giving and receiving by getting something in my cup, or even reaching out and asking, and then I feel like it's almost like I can wash my face with it and just take it in, or I can drink it, whatever the case is, and this prepares me while I'm at this pinnacle before I step. I say step down, but I want to know it's like going down the ladder to bring it into density, to bring it into physical form. Okay, so now I'm getting a temple massage. And around my eyes. It's like a third eye massage. My forehead is getting massaged. Is it energy? Oh, it's a... I don't know how to... Okay, I'll just show it where it is. It's right here. It's almost like my eyes are being massaged. That's way too many. Don't be ridiculous. Because, okay, it's almost as like sometimes I need to cry and, get a little swollen. And then but allow that, it's like the water to wash my face with and to persevere. It's like the power needed to download something or incarnate something, birth something, digest the downloads, and allow it to move through like a lava lamp kind of feel, not necessarily in its, just back and forth, very fluid. The fluid in the belly, and then the perseverance to digest it, the power of everything that's in the belly, all the organics of it, your
How does it
organic
work?
mechanics. I have no idea how it works, and I cannot even pretend to know. But your organic mechanics, because you are becoming, if not already, due to your perseverance of like moving through. Okay, so thank you. There it is as well. Like even in that cliff and like seeing all this. There's the cliff. There's the cliff. But it's like you've got this aura of protection well, like to 20 to 22 feet, maybe even more in front of you. Especially with that state of gratitude coming through. Because I want to put gratitude like right in the middle. Like this, and then bringing it into earth. Downloading it right into earth. We'll take one more and then we'll look at the oracle cards. Of course, boundaries might mean something to you, and please follow that first. But I'm typically read the art first and then dive in. I can't help but keep seeing it as like a lava lamp or that time thing. the sand timer, the sands of time. Please don't rush. Please don't rush it. There's something when I'm in here. See, this is like that ethereal kind of feel. And this side is black and white, very dense, the duality, but you're bringing in vitamin D, the download. But your organic mechanism is the vessel. It is the boundary in which each
Hide now.
grain of sand can be kept safe to fulfill its duty of timekeeping, let's just say. Does that make sense? And then in other ways, it's like, clearing my intestines. I'm going to leave that there. As I'm digesting this gold frequency, liquid gold. And it fills me, thank you, like that vitamin D. Vitamin D for density. Maybe it's working with your solar plexus and your heart specifically. I'm not sure. All right. Your 3 oracle cards that came up were Run Free. And again, look at all that sun. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun. Run Free is the card. Oh, and there's like a little donkey on the back. And then you also have here Trust in Dreams. For in them is hidden the gate to eternity. Oh, thank you. Okay. The E is eternity. That is like rubbing my eyes, massaging my temples. Hidden is the gate, but it's not hidden, it's inner. It's like your inner gate. Okay. And then last but not least, we have here, nothing is more beautiful than the loveliness of the woods before sunrise. Oh my goodness. Nothing is more beautiful than the loveliness of the woods before sunrise. The earthly woods, your vessel, the trunk. It's like maple syrup made of gold. What runs through the veins of certain trees is gold. You, as are carving out this tree, being earthly. Also, something about the Japanese maple is coming through specifically along with sunflowers. Before the sun, it's almost like you can't even rush the sunrise. It's like looking at yourself, whole self, what might be happening slowly, quickly, whatever the case is, whatever's coming in, going out, uploading, downloading. And it's like taking this moment, thank you, of gratitude to say, I am here now. And as I'm receiving in portions and doing my thing to integrate it and ingest it and digest it into my physical, whatever you're choosing to accept from the plate, it's like it's so lovely right now. And when the sun rises and more comes up, more vitamin D for you, let us not rush that moment, but sit in the moment. Does that make sense? Oh, I'm probably butchering it because it's all an eternal experience. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much if you have made it to the end or the beginning with me. I am so grateful for your presence. Your perspective is powerful. And I am humbled in my haunted heart that you are here with me. All the links are below for personal support, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And until next time, thank you for scrying with me. That was beautiful. I feel like I just peeled back an onion, a bloomin' onion that's in the shape of a lotus. That's what I feel like.